What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are finally home and back from California, and we did find a whole bunch of stuff, guys. A whole lot to go over. We also got some packages in the mail, but we're gonna save that for future episodes. So definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so you can stay tuned for all of our future episodes. All right, guys, like I said, we got back from California. Really short and quick trip, and it was pretty hectic, I gotta say. A lot of driving, lack of sleep, but we did meet up with my buddy Adrian over at Big A's Diecast. We met up at Playdate Collectibles, hooked up with Manny, and it was just a really good time. Seeing how much stuff Manny has in his store is just insane and ridiculous. So I didn't know until this past visit that Manny was actually low-key a Mustang collector as well as a Mustang owner in his previous life. He had a couple Fox bodies, some early Fox bodies like late 70s, early 80s, 4i Fox bodies. But really cool, really cool. Met some collectors out there, and of course hunted a whole bunch, as you can see right here. So some of this we got from Manny, some of this we found out in the wild, and here we go. Starting from the top of this crazy pyramid of cars, we have the new M2 release of the 1970 Mustang Custom, rocking the Fonta Deco. Check that out. Really cool transport on this one. It's got the 1970 Ford C950. Still super cool. We got the Mustang right here. There is a chase for this one, but this is of course the standard release. So I'm assuming the other one has maybe gold or orange chrome for the chase. I'll try to post a picture if I can find one. But yeah, super cool. I did get this one and it was broken when I packed it, so I did open it up and tape it up. So everything else survived the luggage. This was the only one that actually cracked, and then of course a little bit of damage, but I don't really care for that part. But a new M2 for the collection. Yeah, like if I need any more, but of course we're still going to hunt and find some goodies. So the next one was a color I did not have, passed up multiple times, and you know what? I was like, I can't keep passing this one up. It is an awesome setup. You got the blue and black, nice split with the top half. But I gotta say, I love the wheel setup on these GT500s. You've always had a massive tire in the rear. Perfect fitment, I say. But we have this one along with a few other ones that we got in the collection. Probably, I think the black and gold was the first one I got in Arizona. Then we got the red, black and red. We have the multicolor or the color change from the Jada pink slips. But this is definitely a good one for the collection. Didn't want to leave this one behind, and definitely wanted to add this to the collection. So another 124. Shoot, we'll just put that right here. Then of course, like we have room, which we are running out of every single episode, we scored this one. Now, I had seen this back when I went to Ohio, and I was like, oh, I don't need that one. And then I came home and was like, holy crap, I don't even have the regular. I was looking at the chase that someone had offered up to trade. Didn't work out the deal, but I was like, oh, I have one. Came home and then realized, holy crap, I did not have this one. So the fact that we found this one again down in California, I was like, nope, not again, bringing this one home. But the 1970 Boss 429 is looking really good with the traditional hot rod setup. You got the metal flake blue with the hot rod flames wrapped around the front. I mean, this right here screams 1970. But yeah, another M2 for the collection, 124 scale. Hopefully this doesn't tip over because we have a lot of precious cars back there. So I'm trusting you guys to stay put. All right, and then moving on, we are just going down, guys. There's no particular order, but another M2 that we found out of the 4th of July holiday series. This is the 1970 Mustang Custom, rocking the beautiful We the People red, white, and blue. This right here, guys, gosh, I wish I would have showcased this on the 4th of July, but still, beautiful piece from M2. Love the wheels, the deco. I mean, this is an awesome one. And the full series is really sweet. Check out that card art. Very cool packaging from M2, but hopefully you guys can grab this. This is a Walmart exclusive, and these came out over the last week or so. So definitely stay on top if you want to get this for your collection. There is a 750 piece chase. Hopefully it's got red chrome or blue chrome. I don't know. pretty sweet. But there we go, another M2. And then moving on down, this was actually from the Antique Asylum. I stopped there maybe 3 times since I visited California. This is out of Hot Wheels Legends from 1999, the Jay Leno collection. This was 25 bucks. Never seen before, but a Hot Wheels this detailed, this thing is awesome. So let's go ahead and open this one up. All right, so what I found when I was researching this is the Jay Leno collection out of the Legends came in a 4-pack, but then they had individual sets released to particular hobby stores because people wanted not just the full set, they wanted one car out of it. And so in order to fix that, they sold them individually. So this one is 19903. And let's go ahead and check this one out, guys. This right here, look at that. Gosh, man, this thing is awesome. It's the 1966 Shelby GT 350. This was, I think, Jay Leno's personal car in his collection. And look at the detail. I mean, that looks amazing. It does have a serial number of 2453. Each one does have its own batch number. But you got real riders, you got exhaust details, you have the transmission, you have a lot of details. And then check this out. Under the hood, you have a nice gold radiator. You have the cross beam supports, the chrome motor. I mean, this thing is awesome. This thing is awesome. Oh, my camera, hold on. We'll go ahead and use the phone light. But anyways, back at it, you have the spare tire, which actually does represent the wheels that are on here. You have a separate casted or molded steering wheel, the wood grain with the silver. You actually have the window control. What is that? Ah, crap. The window crank on the door. You have a lot of details in here. The doors do not open, just the hood. And it is a multi-piece. You have some clear lenses, the bumpers, everything on here, I mean, is really, really detailed. The license plate is a Carroll Shelby with the snake on there. This right here, guys, was a really good find. And I got to say, when I seen it, I was like, ooh, definitely not passing it up. I think it's worth the 25 bucks because I've seen them go anywhere between $40 and $60, just depending. And since it has the box and everything with it, definitely a great one for the collection. So you guys let me know if you have any of these in your collection, Shelby or not. There's 3 other ones that came out of the same series from Hot Wheels. But you let me know. Let me know if you have this one. All right, moving on down here, we have some other ones we got from Manny. Right here with the muscle machines, we have the 1966 Mustang and a really nice copper metallic with black stripes. He had a whole bunch of these. And I was really, really fighting back on like just buying them all. So decided to pick this one because it's just a very unique color for a Mustang. And I definitely do like the old muscle machines. So we do have a small collection of these. Like I said, there are so many Mustangs out there. It is just ridiculous. So going to some really nice ones in my collection. We have the Toy Fair from 2001. The 69, and then there's the 66 right there with the blown engine, really crazy fitment. This one's more of your standard release. You have another 66 red and white. You have a 66 right here for the Vote America, and the 69 302 followed up by a 1970. Actually, no, that's another 69 302. So there's a lot out there, guys. A lot of bosses, a lot of Mach 1s. And a lot of 66s. So aside from these, we do have some loose that was sent from Chris over at Furiously Collecting. So we have some sitting up here, really nice ones. So I'm actually stoked to add this one. I'll keep it carded, but if I ever decide to, I'll move out one of these Chase Fox bodies, move these over, and then we can add one of these. I don't know. I'm still debating on it. But I think that the card is just cherry and it's super thick. So bending those is definitely a feat. Next one is Johnny Lightning. This is one I didn't have in the collection and always was looking for a really cool boss. I think we do have a boss from Johnny Lightning somewhere in the collection. I'm pretty sure, just like any other time, I'm pretty sure I do. But if I don't, we do now. So yeah, beautiful red. You have the Boss Shinoda deco. Really cool. Doesn't have the real riders. They are the plastic 2-piece wheels. But again, another really cool 1994 Boss from Johnny Lightning. Definitely a good one. This was actually released in 2002. So there we go. Very, very cool. Like I said, Manny had a lot of Mustangs. This one right here was not from Manny's shop. This was actually found at Target. And I believe we have one in a future package that we'll be showcasing. But still, I completely forgot about it, and I seen it in the wild and didn't want to risk not being able to trade for it. So definitely grabbed it. So it's 1990s Ford Mustang race car, which this looks like a 94 based off of the horizontal taillights. But yeah, it's got the P51 deco, and you can see right here, it's a replica of the one that competed in 2017. And unfortunately, this car was destroyed in the Napa-Sonoma wildfires in 2017. Man, that is so sad of a story. But there we go. It'd be really cool to have these guys sign the car. Number 51. Very cool. Another Johnny Lightning, and then another Johnny Lightning right here. This was actually from Manny. He was like, hey, have you ever built a Mustang? And I was like, it totally flew over my head, because I was like, oh yeah, I used to work at Ford back in 2005, 2006. And he's like, but have you built a Johnny Lightning? So this was a cool one I had never seen before. It is the Diecast model kit featuring the 1968 GT500 in red. You can see it's got a lot of pieces. You got the tires, the axles and wheels, and looks like the axles and wheels itself are separate. So it's a two-piece wheel design. Very cool. You do have a screwdriver right there and some little screws to put it together. So would I want to put this? Absolutely. But also, I think it's cool because they don't do this anymore from Johnny Lightning. So definitely want to keep this one together. And I know you guys already see this one. This was a must-have. Hold on, this was never open, but the tape's coming off. This is the massive 1/18 scale 2020 GT500 Target exclusive. They're not sold at Walmart. I went to the two Targets we had. Actually, I went to 4, because 2 in the area, and I stopped off at 2 on the way to the airport, just hoping to find the code red, and no luck. Only 2 Targets in that whole area that I was at actually carried the 1/18, and they had 2 of these, but for $44, guys, I had to bring this home. Is it worth it? To me, yes, because our Target is not slated to get the exclusive 1/18s. So yeah, I was not going to pass it up, and I had enough luggage space to add all of this without getting damaged, except for that M2 down there. Yeah, beautiful one. First 1/18 from Pink Slips in the collection. And you guys already seen it, but I'll showcase it in case you're new to the channel. We do have some beautiful GT500 1/18 scales. These are your Sam's Club / Costco releases. My favorite one out of here, that's hard to say, but I gotta say this one right here from King Nut's dad, that is priceless. We also have some other ones from great people. We got this one recently, beautiful yellow. But of course you have the iconic blue and white and blue releases. But yeah, so got that one with my other 1/18s. And like I said, I have no space. Everyone has been commenting that I am running out of room, and running out of room is definitely, that is factual. So I still have ways to manipulate things and stack things, reorganize, shift things around for this stuff. But at some point, I'm going to have to stop. Like, that's sad to say, but either I buy them and just put them in totes until the next venture of this whole setup, or I just leave it. And you guys know I cannot leave a Mustang behind. We got to bring it home, so we got that one. And then the last 2 from our California haul, we have this one, the 1968 Mustang Coupe, rocking the garbage Pail Kids with, of course, Ski Cliff. I do have another garbage Pail Kids car, and that one is right here, which is the 1966 GT350. That one's a really cool piece. And then, of course, as far as the 68 Ski Series, Ski Country Special, we do have some right here. So these are 67s. We got a blue, a green, and a baby blue one right there. Really cool to have a 68 as the first one for the Ski Country Special. And then last one, this was from Manny's shop over at Playday Collectibles. Beautiful gold GT500 KR, which is of course a 67. Really nice details. I mean, you got the nitrous bottle, fire bottle, steering wheel, all that is just really, really nicely done. You even have a two-piece color interior, and I think the seats are also two-piece colors too. So look at that, man. This right here definitely belongs in this section. So it won't go. I was really hoping for another misspelling like that one, the Shebley, but it's actually spelled right on this one. So definitely a cool one. Oh, and another thing with the Jay Leno collectors, I think it was Racing Grooves did a review on it. Actually, the seats do have a harness detailed on that as well. So, I mean, this car right here was a heck of a steal, and definitely something that the Hot Wheels Legend series was really good at during that time. So 1999, prime choice right there. Right here, you see these two cars. These two cars were actually super cool. This was one that Manny, either he did himself, I believe he did it himself. So he just dipped it in that right dye you guys saw me do. So he did a purple. The wheels got a little purple shade to it. I do want to kind of clean those off and make those white walls again, just to make this seem like it is a special one-off release, which if it's a Manny thing, it is definitely a one-off special release. So there is this one, but this car right here, guys, is a very, very unique and special piece. So you guys know this does come out of the Hot Wheels 2-pack, which was the father and son Avon series. And we do also have it out of this one, but particularly the gold lace wheels came out of the 2-pack, which we have sitting right over here. So the biggest thing about this is when I seen it, I was like, oh wow, that's really sun faded, but it's not. If it was, all red would be faded. It's still vibrant, very cherry, and even the window, it has zero oxidation. So that tells me that the interior just didn't get enough pigment when it was getting molded, and that means that it is just a factory error, which is almost a translucent tan interior, but it's just missing a lot of red. And then of course, upon further looks, I was looking underneath, you can see even the pigments missing down there. So that tells you 100% it is not from the sun. It is just a factory error. When they were putting in the batch, it just ran out of ink and didn't fully dye that material. So this is a really cool one-off. Maybe there's a few out there, but I've never seen a interior missing pigment like this. So definitely wanted to bring it home. And it does have a silver painted underhood, which wasn't as common. But then I came and looked at my other one I have, which is right here. And even this one has a silver painted underhood. So maybe these came with it. I do have a dark blue metallic that has a silver, as well as a full painted blue and a raw finish. So always look under the hood if you have these loose, but this is a really, really cool piece that I found at Manny's. So there is that. And then moving on to here, this is, I thought I had two more, but we got more, guys. These were also from Manny's. Excluding that yellow one, and I'll show you in a second. But new for 2025, guys, check this out. The new recolor of the Dark Horse in white, probably the coolest one. This thing is super sick. Love the headlight and front details. Got the nice red stripes with the Hot Wheels flame. And then this beauty. Look at that. Custom 18 Mustang GT in supersonic dark blue. Yeah, I love the way the Y5s just pop with that white on that dark contrast. I mean, this is awesome. So two beautiful ones that we got from Manny. And then we also got this from Adrian. My man hooked it up with another 2020 GT500 Target Red Edition for the collection. So this is definitely staying in the collection. And then of course, the other one I have was also a gift from Sean. And I have a carded one. I think, no, not a carded, but I have another one right here. So we got three, maybe four GT500 Red Editions in the collection. So huge thanks to Adrian on that one. This one right here was from Manny's shop as well. It's a 1965 Mustang. Beautiful blue, I gotta say. It's a beautiful blue, nice taillights. And then coming around the front, look at the details. They did this one really good. It's out of the Retro series. Don't know when this was released. Let's see, this is 2022. So yeah, did not know. You had the 79 Chevy Nova, the Volkswagen Mark 1, 1935 Ford pickup, 68 Toyota FJ, 88 Wagoneer. Yeah, that was cool. But this one, definitely the best one. So huge thanks to Manny for just making it comfortable environment for us to be in there and just kind of talk diecast, showcase some stuff. Yeah, very cool. And then the last one right here, this was actually from our employee store, not ours, but the Northrop Grumman employee store. $3.50. Yes, $3.50. But it is the hardest to find out of the whole set. I think it's one per case. We do have one in the collection. We also have another one that was sent in as a racer. And then we have this one. So this is a really cool piece right here. And then I was looking at my other one right here, and it was printed on a different cardstock. So let's go ahead and pull this out real quick. So just a difference in production of card. They used a different material. This one was out of the 18th week, and then in the 25th week or somewhere after this, they changed it up. So this is a darker material. You can see this logo has a white background, where this was just printed on a normal light colored cardstock. So nothing crazy, nothing like special about it. I just realized that it was made out of a different material, darker, and purposely printed with the white background on those logos. So just a very cool little fun fact. Don't buy into it is a special thing or you're going to pay more because it's a different thing. It's not a variation. It was just a production change in cardboard material. So there is this one. So here we go, guys. This was our California haul. Brought home a lot of Mustangs. And yes, this was massive. It was a lot, but like I said, it was really fun hunting out there. A lot of Mustangs that I was able to bring home and add to the collection, and especially the ones from Manny. You got one from Adrian, but this one right here, very cool piece. Want to protect that one just because it's a one-off interior error. I've never seen an interior error like that before. If anyone else has seen one, let me know down in the comments. I'm curious on how many are actually out there. And don't just assume it's sunfade. I thought so at first until I started looking deeper. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy it, bring it home anyways, because it's just cool. But other than that, guys, I have nothing else for you. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. If you did, give it a huge thumbs up. And of course, comment down below your thoughts on this crazy haul from California and of course, Playday Collectibles. So again, stay tuned till the next episode. We have a couple unboxings. And like I said, you don't want to miss out. So in case you haven't, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so you don't miss out. I definitely don't want you guys to miss out on the next couple episodes. Got some cool stuff as well as a feature from another company. I can't wait to showcase that one. So until next time, guys, this is the Mustang Hunter. Peace.